You're trying to look out for him at this point.
Yeah, and after a few weeks, me and the woman I was with at the time would go over to visit him at his place that I've rented for him. And I knock on the door, I'm like, Peter. The door opens slowly, and there's all these Mexican gangsters in there.
Well, you will put me in that fucking area.
They're like looking at me like, who are you? I'm like, where's Peter? And they're like, Peter, we don't know any Peter. Do you mean Pizza? No, I'm Peter. He lives here. I rented this place for him. What's going on? Like, I start yelling, Peter. So then they like come at me at the door, pull the guns out. The bird I'm with, she's like, oh fuck. And we start like backpedaling away from them, thinking we're about to get shot. And then he walks over the road. He's like, oh, don't worry, la. These are my new mates. They're meth and crack dealers. There's a Colombian one who runs the gang. I've rented my place out to them because they like to move around a lot.
Clever.
And we were like, me and my bird were like, we just nearly got shot, Peter. You could have told us.
Yeah.
Well, I got a few quid out of it. I got a big lump of crack.
Yeah.
And plus they had just moved from a place 50 yards down the road, so they said I could stay there. The police had just busted the place,
right,
but they were still renting it out. You know what I mean? So I could stay there, make sure that fucking, and if any come knocking on the door, say, oh, the new shops there.
Because they like the area, don't they? Schools and everything.
Yeah. The new shops there.
Yeah.
We were buzzing at how big a crack rock he could do in one breath.
How big's a crack rock?
Depends how big you want to do it.
How big can you get a crack rock?
What are you doing, like $100 ones?
You can literally get it kilo size, because it just depends how you make it. But I was literally,
most people when they smoke crack though, they get addicted very, very quickly.
Yeah, it is.
Were you like addicted at that point?
No, the first time I'd ever done it, and I did a massive rock, and it was just like, it felt good. It felt really good. Like, it was just the best high I'd ever had. Because it's like instant. Eating that, you wait, you have a dance, you eat up, or you whatever. And LSD was alright, you know what I mean? I like to get out your mind a little bit. But and weed.
Yeah.
But that weed's just like,
so
you know.
What was the difference between crack and the others? Because the others seem to be quite straightforward. What does crack give you?
An instant euphoria, instant high. Like every single hair on your back, every hair on your head just stands up, and you're just like, you almost just fucking come in your pants there, and then, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's just an absolutely lovely feeling.
He had me try, I couldn't stand it.
Really?
Last a couple of minutes, you're like, whew, and then it's gone. And like I could take Ian and be happy for 5 hours.
Alright, so it wasn't a long-lasting high.
No, your first high is your only high. Your first hit is your only high, and then people just chase it. But I knew that, and I wasn't like that. I just had one big fuck off fat rock and just leave it till the next day then.
It's funny though, because that seems quite like someone who's quite in control of what's going on. Were you sort of
he would always say to me, don't let the drugs control you, we control the drugs.
Right.
That was his saying
quite
back
clever
then.
mentality, really, when you think of drugs. But was that always the case?
I had so many other drugs to do too.
Right.
You know what I mean? A crystal meth to try out. I'd never done that before.
What was the experience with that?
It was nice too. It was just like, it was all different experiences.
Meth for me is the drug that when you watch TV, it's the ones where it's the model picture, like a supermodel will take it and it's the before and after.
Yeah.
Here she is looking gorgeous and here she is looking fucking rancid. After the drugs wrecked her. Like, but in my head I'm like, at some point when the girl sees herself fucking deteriorating, she'll stop it. They can't. Why is that? Why can't they stop?
Because they don't see it. They don't see it as they've got a problem before they end. It's too late. Once they see it's a problem, they've already got the fucking sores on the face, and they're already looking fucking fucked up anyway.
That's
you know
the
what
biker
I mean?
gang drug, isn't it? Meth. That's what
in the
the Hells
beginning
Angels fucking...
the Mexicans.
They make it themselves, don't they?
Yeah. And you don't sleep. You don't sleep for days and days
Why
and
not?
days.
That's the other thing as well. Like with crack, you got to keep buying it. With meth, people moved from coke, because coke you got to keep buying it. But meth, you do one line, you're high for a day.
Really?
Oh yeah, you don't need to sleep or anything. You're superhuman.
Did the price reflect that? Like, was meth more expensive, or was it all just as cheap?
Dirt cheap, wasn't it, in Arizona? Because we're right next to Mexico.
Right.
It sounds really bad, this, but I never paid for drugs once in America, really.
Sure, it was like 7-Eleven for you downstairs,
it was just
basically.
literally,
Yeah. But so,
if Shaun wasn't around, I'd make me own. I don't have to go rob people anywhere. Like
or
that.
you'd have been a millionaire. Maybe Shaun was holding you back.
Well,
that's why he could never deal. He could never deal. He would just eat any amount of drugs I gave him. He would consume it himself.
It's like Brian being a McDonald's dealer.
Don't get high on your own supply.
we